Hey y'all, long time no talk. I think the last vlog I did was when we had our first placement. We called her Little Lady. We can't, of course, say names, so my sister-in-law kind of dubbed her as Little Lady. And she was with, just a little recap, she was with us. She came to us. I got the call while I was calling bingo at work, and it was a week before. I think it was like a week before I was actually going to have my last day at work, but they called me. I took the call. I was supposed to be waiting on hearing if I was going to have a 5-month-old and a 3-year-old, and then they had a 7-year-old brother who was going elsewhere. Well, on the way home, I found out, and this is all in the other vlog, but on the way home, I found out I was only getting the 5-month-old, the 3-year-old, and the 7-year-old were going together because, they were older. And excuse the mess back here. This room is just not even important right now. I mean, I'm trying to clean it right now, and I want to get back into my crafts, but I've got other things going on, so it's messy. The lance is taken down because I put it in the baby's room. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. Anyway, so Little Lady was with us for. Sorry, that's what I do when I think. She was with us for about a week, and I took her to the doctor. We were having a really rough day. Really rough day. She was teething. She's 5 months old, and didn't like getting a shot. So after that, she was just not having a good time. And in the midst of that, we had an intake visit with our agency who came to do some paperwork on Little Lady, and that's a little nerve-wracking. Anytime a social worker or caseworker comes into your house. You want it to be nice, and you don't want the baby to cry because you don't want her to think you're a total failure as a mom. So, which she didn't. I mean, this lady's so laid back and she's fun. So anyway, while we were having our meeting, we got a call for another little lady that we're going to call Blondie. I don't know why I said yes. As bad of a day as I was having with a little lady, and it wasn't that I was having a bad day with her, she was having a bad day with me. It was just, getting a shot and her teeth were hurting, and it was just, it was one of those times that I was questioning if I was doing if I was doing the right thing. Anyway, I took the call. I wouldn't have even taken the call because the lady from the agency was sitting right here, so I'm like, who's calling me? So anyway, I took the call, and it was for Blondie, 8-month-old. So I said, sure, bring her on over. I want her. Crazy, right? Tiffany had gone loco at that point. The caseworker said I was insane. She couldn't believe I had a 5-month-old, and I said yes to an 8-month-old. Well, when I opened the door to her, I could not believe the blonde-headed, blue-eyed angel that was there, and she was so scared. She was totally different than Little Lady. Little Lady, I think, I don't know. I think, the way, she was with her aunt before she came to us. And the way you love a child makes all the difference. I mean, I'm not saying that Blondie wasn't loved. I don't know the situation, but I think she was left alone a lot because she was a very independent little 8-month-old. But anyway, so fast forward to a week later. I had 2 of them for a week. No sleep. I looked tired. My husband even said I looked tired. So he's usually always complimenting me. But fast forward a week later, Little Lady had to go home. She went back with her grandparents. We knew that was going to happen, but it was just sad. It was very sad to me. I didn't want to lose her because I loved her. Everybody in my family loved her. We had a great time at my sister's birthday party. The first few days she was here, and she just was so happy and bubbly for a 5-month-old. But we are foster parents, and we don't get to keep all of them. So Little Lady went home. But Blondie has been with us ever since. Blondie is now 9 months old. She turned 9 months on her first doctor's visit, and we've just really fallen in love with her. She is so precious. Like I said, a little blonde-haired, blue-eyed angel. And, I can't talk too much about her. And that's not what my channel is supposed to be. My channel is supposed to be me talking about my experiences as we're going through this foster adoption. And the funny thing is once I had a placement, I just don't have time to vlog like I did. Or I have the time, but I'm tired. You know, I don't. That's not my first priority. But I'm going to try to get back into it. So anyway, Blondie is here, and we have our battles because, you know, I don't know if it's her teething or maybe she gets scared at night, but for some reason nighttime is hard. She cries and she cries and she cries, and we've tried everything. We can't lay them down with a bottle. We're not supposed to have a blanket in the crib. I mean, all of the things she had for comfort had to be taken away. And she was, you know, she's in a different, you know, now she's kind of getting used to us, but was in a different place. And it's just heartbreaking that you can't give them their comforts. That's a CPS rule, not to have the blanket, you know, stuffed animals, things like that. And someone along the way wrote a list of what Miss Blondie likes. And in her, let me go back here. In her short 8 months, I think the CPS caseworker or social worker told me she had been in 5 different places. Her parents had to leave her somewhere. Those people passed her on, and she was just passed on. I don't know if it was a foster care situation or if we're her first foster family, or she was just being passed around. And all avenues had been exhausted. She has literally no one else right now. And it just breaks my heart. I mean, I look at the clothing inventory for little lady, the 5-month-old who went to her grandparents' house. She looked, you know, she came with a bag, few clothes, like she was just going to stay the weekend with us. Blondie came with everything a little 9-month-old could own. Even her little barrettes, you know. It's just, somebody just packed up all her belongings and was done. But we're hoping and praying, and I hope that if you pray, well, it just makes me upset to think about it, but just, we want to keep her. You know, you want to keep all of them, but I think we need her and she needs us, and we're here for her as long as we need to be, as long as she needs us. And I know, you know, some people are against the foster children calling the foster parents mom and dad and all this stuff. And I mean, she's 9 months old. She's going to say what she says. But for right now, I'm her mama and she's my baby. So that's the way I'm going to treat her. And I hope she can trust me like she should be able to trust a mother, since she obviously didn't have a mother who she could. So anyway, got my little book here that, excuse me, so I'm not going to ramble as much. Hopefully I have a list here. Anyway, so except for the sleeping, she's doing well. She's bonding really well with us. And at first she was very, you know, standoffish and shy. Now she lets me hold her bottle. Like I said, she was very independent. She held her own bottle, and I think she got fed, just left with the bottle in her crib, because that's in the list of things that someone along the way made a list of what she likes. That was how she went to sleep, on the list of paper. And we can't do that. So she's letting me hold her. She's letting me hold her bottle and feed her, and she's looking into my eyes. And I think that's very important for bonding. She reaches for me. She loves my husband. And I think she feels safe with us now. Now, the nighttime crying, yes, definitely she's still doing that. But she is teething. So we've given her a teether, and that's helped. And we're not supposed to leave that in the crib with her, but she goes to sleep and I take it. And she doesn't know. But so I really do think it's the teeth. I don't think she's scared with us anymore, because she's getting used to it. And you know, the psychology of what babies think. I mean, I can only guess. I'm sure there's experts who know, but I can only guess. So anyway, she naps like a champ. Nap time, no problem. But one thing else that's helped with getting her to sleep, and same thing with the 5-month-old, she was starting to you know, get the slobbery where she was starting to teeth, and she wouldn't want to go to sleep at night either. What's helped is the YouTube. I love YouTube for a lot of things, but they have a Lullaby channel, and I think it's called Lullaby World, and the music is just so soothing that it has really helped. So we've put my niece's old iPod Touch in the baby's room so she can listen to her lullabies. And she just got it for Easter. No, I'm sorry, she got it for Passover. My husband said it wasn't an Easter present, it was a Passover present. She got an Easter basket too, but this little toy was for Passover. It was Violet, the dog who you can program it to say the name of the child, and it plays lullabies too. So that helps, and the, like I said, the YouTube lullaby channel. She still takes a minute to warm up to people, but after that, she loves to play and explore. We went to a baby shower, and she was the center of attention. I felt really bad for the pregnant lady because the baby got all the attention. But we are really, really, really enjoying having her, and I'm enjoying being a mom. And if any of you followed me on my other channel, you know the struggles that we had with infertility, and we decided to stop all the treatments and go through adoption, and then that brought us to foster care adoption. And Blondie's only our second placement, and it doesn't usually happen that quick, but we would be very, very happy if it did. And I'd have been very happy if it did with little lady. Little lady was half Hispanic, so I was already planning her 15th birthday, quinceañera. I probably said that wrong, but I was already thinking that far ahead. But we're having a good time. My sister is going to give me a baby shower, and the baby's going to be there, so it's going to be really cool. Now I hear her crying, so I need to wrap this up. But some things I want to talk about in upcoming videos, I'm going to try to do. I want to talk a little bit about getting the foster children on WIC. It doesn't have anything to do with the foster parent's income. If your child is in foster care in Texas, I'm sure it's everywhere, and I guess under a certain age, they get WIC. The first doctor appointments for foster care, the intake visits, and then more home walkthroughs with either the agency or CPS. So that's things I want to talk about on this channel. Not so much the kids, but I do want to let you know a little bit about the kids as we have them. And that's about it. If anybody has any questions, I'll try to answer them. I know this was just a rambling. I just wanted to let you know what we were up to. And she's crying, getting up from her nap, so I'm going to let y'all go now. Babies come first. Bye-bye.